Yo, what is going on, guys? Here, my name is xBuzzerman, and today I got for you a Clash of Clans video. What we're going to be talking about today is how to farm correctly in Clash of Clans, a really good farming guide that will get you millions of loot every hour you do this, and you won't need to boost your barracks as well, or boost or gem do whatever you have to do that requires money. This is going to be a very easy tutorial. I'm going to give you a few army compositions and then kind of tell you what kind of trophy ranges you're going to want to be in and what bases you're going to want to attack. So let's go ahead and get started and start off by telling you the army compositions we're going to use. Alright guys, our first army composition we're going to be reviewing, it's going to be Barchers, and it's just simply barbarians and archers. That's all you're going to want to be using. Just cook up half of the max queue for barbarians and then half for archers. Just as simple right here. Basically, you can even go to where it has the exclamation points to where it basically says you can't really fill up the army camps with more troops. This will allow you to go ahead and keep cooking troops as you're searching for raids. As you can see right here, here's 75 barbarians, which is the max I can queue up. 75 barbarians in this one, and then half of the others are going to be your archers. Usually you're going to turn out with a few more barbarians and archers. As you can see, it always turns out to about 110 and 90. I think I just kind of got a little bit messed up on that one, so it's 111 and 89, but it's still a very good marker. And yeah, that's pretty much Barchers right there. Let's go on to BAM, which is the next army composition we're going to be using. Alright guys, let's go on to our next army composition. It's going to be BAM, Barbarians, Archers, and Minions. It's another very highly regarded farming strategy. You guys probably already know what this is. We're going to go ahead and show you how to queue up the troops. All you're going to do is max out each troop, as you can see right here, and then you're going to max out each troop in the queue section right here, even for the dark barracks. Let's go ahead and show you what it's going to look like. You're going to have some more of a kind of like a different an even balance. As you can see, there's going to be a little bit less archers and a little bit less of your barbarians, and there's going to be about, I'd say about 30 minions, probably 85, 90 barbarians, and then a few less archers. So archers are going to get kind of the shaft here, but they're really not the main troop you're going to be attacking with. You're going to want to, it's going to go like this. You're going to have a wave of barbarians, a wave of archers, and then your minions are going to clean up everything and get all the storages. So let's go ahead and do a raid and show you guys how you're going to raid and what bases you're going to want to look for. Let's go ahead and get started for that. Alright guys, what we're going to go ahead and do is tell you all about how to raid with this strategy, whether it be the trophy range, the amount of troops you're going to want to be carrying, and what bases you're going to want to look for. So we're going to start off with the trophy range. My favorite trophy range for any town hall, I'd say, is anywhere in the Silver League. Preferably Silver 2, Silver 1 is just as good, and Silver 3 might be a little low. Haven't tried that out too much, but it still could be good. I don't recommend those gold range levels for farming for elixir and gold. Dark elixir, it's very good for, you know, going that gold and up, but for right now we're talking about elixir and gold. So that's basically the two things we're going to be looking for. And what you find down at Silver League, because of the new matchmaking system, you're going to find a lot of abandoned bases. I'm going to go ahead and show you my attack log ever since I moved down to it. So as you can see right here, I dropped all my trophies. I was at like 1450, 1500 trophies, and I went and dropped down to about Silver 2, and these are the raids I was able to find. As you can see guys, these are all 400k potential raids. I got 200, at least 200 on one of the two dark, either gold or elixir. As you can see, 220,000, 260,000, all in the 200,000s. Those are very good raids. I'm pretty sure all you guys would love to have those kind of raids, and you can find those very commonly around here. Why it works so good now being in silver range is just for the fact that the range is so good because of the new matchmaking system. The new matchmaking system basically allows you guys to go ahead and find a town hall that is nearest to you. So you're not just in that range anymore and you're picking up a lot of town hall 4s, 5s, 6s. You're going to be matched up against town hall 9s, 10s, or whatever town hall you're at. And what that leaves, usually what happens is at that town hall range is it's either a very abandoned town hall or it's a town hall that's kind of rushed, and it has all of its defenses, or its defenses aren't good enough to withstand your attacks. So you can find some very easy raids down there, and they usually have a lot of loot. Now you can find a ton of loot up at Gold and Crystal League, but it's very well defended, so that is something to kind of account for. If you're looking for those big time raids, probably Gold is good, but you can find quite a few great raids down at Silver League just because of the new matchmaking system. So just thinking about that, putting that into perspective, that is a very good option for you guys. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about what you're going to want to use when you raid, how you're going to go about, how many troops you're going to bring. Basically, to kind of speed up some time, what you're going to do right when you go ahead and press this attack button is about when you have about, I'd say about 60 to 70% of your army cooked up. What that allows you to do is kind of search for raids as they're still cooking, as your troops are still cooking. You're still going to have enough firepower if you find a resource bait or a pretty not as well protected base. You're still going to have enough troops to be able to go ahead and raid them. As you can see by my attack log right here, few of these raids I don't use all the troops. Right here, this is the one raid where I really don't use all the troops. These I just happen to go away for a little bit and come back, but this one I don't use up all the troops, and I'm still able to get lots of loot. You're going to oftentimes find that you won't need to use all your troops. So go ahead and kind of conserve your troop usage. Don't really use them too much, just for the fact that you're still trying. Time is of the essence when it comes to farming. If you can minimize as minimal times between raids as you can, that will ultimately be great for you. So go ahead, and if you think you only need to use 60 of each troop on that base, that's definitely the go ahead move, because you still have troops queuing up ready to go. And just go ahead, keep going. When you hit that 60-70% mark where most of your troops are done with, you can go ahead and get that raid off. You don't need 100% full army camps. I just happen to have it right now just because I'm making a video. So yeah, that's basically how you're going to want to raid. Keep time is of the essence. Keep the time in between raids at a minimum, and that's how you're going to want to do it. So let's go ahead and get into a few raids and show you a little bit of what kind of bases I'm going to be looking for, and I'm going to do this all live and show you how I actually raid. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, we're in the raiding process right now. All you're going to want to do is, before you go out to raid, queue up the maximum amount of troops right here. So as you can see, all my troops are ready to go right when I finish raiding. You're going to want to go ahead and they'll already be queued up. So let's go ahead and get into a raid and show you what we're going to want to be looking for. We'll just keep on going, and once I get to a base, I'll be right back at you. Alright guys, these are the type of raids we're going to want to look for. As you can see, it's all in the collectors, and there is a ton of available loot. He has pretty under-ranked or not as well-ranked troops on the outside, and we should be able to get most of these collectors right here on the outside layers. I'm personally going for gold right now, so I'm going to attack right here. This is probably going to have to take up all my army compositions. All you're going to want to do is just drop your barbarians down and go ahead and finish up with the archers. Archers are very valuable because most of the resources are going to be located inside the first layer walls, so you're going to need a troop to go ahead and get them. So it's very easy to raid with this. As you can see, I'm just spamming these troops right here. You could probably do a better job when it comes to all that, but we're going for the big time, the big where most of the resources are concealed. As you can see right here, just specifically target those right here. You can see I'm specifically targeting them with my archers, and then I'm going in with my barbarians. So I get most of the loot already, most of the gold mines. As now we're going to want to go ahead and find the next area in which there's a lot of collectors, which is going to be this area right here. So let's go ahead and spam some troops on this area right here, and then specifically target with your archers. As you can see, I'm specifically targeting each of these collectors right here. So we might not get these two collectors down here, but that's alright. We're going for the ones where we can get the most amount of loot potentially. So I'm really not going for elixir. I was able to get a lot of gold out of this one. I don't necessarily have to use my king at all times, so I'm not going to really do that. And I'm able to get quite a bit of loot already. So here it is right here. I'm able to get probably about 300,000, close to there, 258, and then 180. You don't need to expend all of your spells, your resources, your traps. I know there's a lot more potential loot, and I could have done that a little bit better, but basically that's all you're going to want to do. Just go and really kind of broaden out your barbarians and then specifically spread those archers to go for each resource. So there you have it right there. We already have troops queuing up, as you can see, and they'll be ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use it for Barcher, or not Barcher, BAM. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, so here's a good raid for you right here. All you're going to want to do is go ahead, and as you can see, the storage is very easy to get to. You're just going to spam your barbarians and go for your archers. The real threat right now are just these two mortars, and they're very easy to get to, and they don't do a lot of damage. As you can see, these two mortars really aren't a match for what I'm able to do with my barbarians, and I'm going to go for the one that's on the weak side, just for the fact that these this mortar, the weak one, is not going to do as much damage. I don't think it's going to kill my troops as bad once they go ahead and get in, and you should be good. So once you go for, oh crap, oh man, once you go and find those storage raids, you're going to want to go ahead and probably expend your few spells that you have. So if you want to use them, go ahead and use them right here, as you can see. And we're gonna go ahead and go after the second storage right now. So this isn't gonna be my best raid, but because everything is going in any which way it really wants to, this is gonna be the one where you expend a lot of troops and a lot of good stuff, but you should be able to get to most of the loot. So let's go ahead and see what we're able to do with this one. I think we're able to get a good partial fraction of each raid right now, so let's go ahead and see if we can get to that, the good stuff, which is that extra gold storage right here. I think we should be able to get to it. Shouldn't be too hard. As you can see, my king is kind of going off right now. He's doing a lot of damage. That cannon isn't going to do too much. If you have to use something, I would recommend using that rage spell. I'm going to go ahead and drop it just because I really want this bad boy right now. I really want that gold storage. And if you have to use it, you're gonna have to do things. Pull it out of your butt if you have to. I know that's kind of a bad expression, but I should be able to get pretty much all the storages. As you can see, we were able to pull it through. I used up a lot of resources, but in the end, I think I'm able to get quite a few. So here's a pretty good raid. This is not the best raid I've ever gotten, but this is one of those raids where even your bad raids can turn out good. As you can see, I'm able to get close to 210,000 gold, and that ended up being a lot better raid than I think it'd be. I did expend my king, which is usually something you don't want to do, but sometimes if you're really going all out for it, that can be a good raid. So yeah, that was it right there. Let's go ahead and get on into basically the raid strategies. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. As you can see, I'm already going to my next raid already, going for my next BAM attack, and yeah, that's pretty much it guys. As you can see, the results have been incredible. I've been able to really upgrade my walls very fast with this farming strategy. I've already got my level 7 or level 6 archer on the way, and I'm upgrading the new defenses I've got for a new Town Hall 9. So it's really working. This is a very good strategy guys. Shout out to the guy who made this, Clash with Ash, I think, something like that. His channel link will be in the description and the forum post in which I found it on. And so yeah, that's pretty much it guys. This is how to farm. This is kind of learning to take advantage of the new matchmaking system and the really good benefits of having that trophy range. He makes some very good points in that Clash of Clans forum. And yeah, that's pretty much it guys. Thanks once again for watching. If you guys have any suggestions on new tactics you guys would like me to cover, I'd be greatly obliged. And that's pretty much it guys. I'll see you next time, and later.